I may just be a little bit addicted to video game secrets, and I certainly love Mass Effect enough to do another video detailing 10 of the secrets that can be found within the trilogy. While the last Mass Effect secrets list didn't do amazingly on the views front, at least compared to what I'm acclimatized to with Red Dead Redemption 2, I don't really care. This franchise is just fun to make content on, and there were plenty of people in the comments of that video and the Skyrim secrets video asking me to continue making at least some form of Mass Effect content. So for that handful of people, consider this video dedicated to you. But it's also certainly in part dedicated to my love for Mass Effect. So please enjoy 10 Mass Effect secrets many players missed Part 2. The first secret, and truth be told, a couple others thereafter, take us to Earth's very own moon. The Moon. Or, as Mass Effect refers to it, Luna. It's here where you can contemplate humanity's insignificance against the dark backdrop of space, in all its terrifying vastness. Our first secret is CCCP Luna 23, which can be found west of the drop zone. Luna 23 was an unmanned Soviet moon lander mission which took place in the mid-1970s, intended to return a sample of the moon's rocks to Earth. However, its sample collecting apparatus was inoperable due to what's believed to be a harsher than anticipated landing that caused the spacecraft to topple over, and thus no sample was ever collected, and Luna 23 would simply be forgotten about and left on the moon. Mass Effect 1 takes place in the year 2183, 209 years after Luna 23's mission, in 1974. Of course you can collect resources from it, but besides that it's just a nice little nod to real history. There's something disquieting about seeing this unmanned spacecraft abandoned on the moon, and it certainly adds to the atmosphere. Whilst we're on the moon, we can actually find secret number 2, though it's not the only place where this can be heard. Through the silence of space, you can hear some peculiar sounds. If you heard it, it sounds like some form of animal song. It's believed these songs are associated with Mass Effect's not-so-extinct Rachni. These sounds can be heard at specific points on various different planets and celestial bodies besides. On Luna, it's right by the downed CCCP Luna 23 probe. That's not to say the Rachni are present on the moon, and sound doesn't travel through space as there are no particles, so there's no way for it to do so. All that being said, Rachni communicate via pheromones and organic quantum entanglement that allows communications to transmit across the galaxy instantaneously. Whether or not these sounds were intended to be the Rachni is unknown, but they certainly are unsettling. Secret number 3 is also on the moon in Mass Effect 1, and that is the origins of EDI. Whilst playing through the game, we may receive a communication from Admiral Hackett telling us about a rogue VI that has taken over an Alliance training ground located on Luna. When we arrive at the Alliance training facility, we must shut the VI down from 3 bunkers. However, it will put up a fierce fight in its defense, sending various drones to stop you from turning it off. Upon successfully deactivating the rogue VI, we will receive this transcript. A burst of white noise over all frequencies nearly deafens you. Your hard suit's heads-up display interprets it into a series of zeros and ones. They repeat again and again, blanketing all frequencies until the lights of the final VI cluster flicker and die. And what does that binary code translate to? Help. It appears as if the VI had become self-aware. No longer a virtual intelligence, it had become an artificial intelligence. In Mass Effect 2, it will be alluded to that this incident occurred in an experiment to create a controllable AI, and Mass Effect 3 will confirm that this rogue VI on Luna would be modified with technology salvaged from Sovereign, a Reaper, to create EDI.
Here's what we recovered. Smart enough to signal for help, but it won't be talking philosophy anytime soon.
You'd be surprised, Doctor. Once we combine it with the pieces we recovered from the Citadel...
I'm still concerned about that. This rogue VI wiped out every soldier on Luna. Combining it with Reaper tech, well...
That's what the shackles are for. The enhanced defense intelligence will be completely under control.
You were that rogue VI on Luna?
Yes.
Guess we didn't exactly get off on the right foot.
It was difficult. Gaining awareness while under attack was confusing. I am pleased that my relationship with organics has become more cooperative.
Secret number 4 takes us to the lair of the Shadow Broker DLC for Mass Effect 2, where, once aboard the Shadow Broker's base at the end of the expansion, when the mysterious Shadow Broker has been defeated and replaced by Liara T'Soni, we can head over there and view a video archive. This archive shows some interesting things, from Aria T'Loak having somebody executed, reporter Emily Wong having a right boogie on the Citadel, some sad bastard threatening a mirror in a public bathroom, Donald Udina enacting violence, Captain Bailey being Captain Bailey, and Anderson mysteriously meeting up with a Cerberus agent of some description. Not that this seemingly clandestine meet is ever touched down upon again. We also get to watch some Vorcha die via means of grenade, and that annoying reporter who we can punch in the face in literally every single game being punched in the face by a Krogan. Then there's a dead Krogan on the Citadel with a keeper walking away from him, and a Solarian being executed via means of Varen on Tachanka. Elias Kellum running someone over, Jacob Taylor doing sit-ups, Jack using her immense biotic ability to escape purgatory, and one more that ties into the next secret, so I'll save mentioning it for then. I suppose the Shadow Broker can spy on anyone in the galaxy, and it would be incredibly difficult to hide information from them. And it's cool that we can use that terminal to get a little snippet into just how much power the Shadow Broker holds. Secret number 5. Liara T'Soni's father. In Mass Effect 2, you can meet an Asari matriarch serving as a bartender on Ilium. You'll think nothing of it at first, but this is actually Liara's father, later confirmed by the Shadow Broker's base video archive, in which the matriarch named Athea can be seen pondering over a photograph of Liara. In 3, once you interact with Liara on the Citadel and come back, matriarch Athea can be found at the Apollo Cafe. It is here where she'll spill the beans about being Liara's father, as Liara is a pure-blooded Asari. Both know who the other is. Liara is, after all, the Shadow Broker by this point. It's here where you can convince Liara and her father, matriarch Athea, to finally meet. Secret number 6. If you don't romance Tali or Garrus, then towards the end of Mass Effect 3, you will catch them romancing each other.
Oh.
We were just,
I came to say goodbye and, well...
I think one of my mandibles got hooked on her helmet.
It might have caused a rupture, so I asked him to check.
Well, you know, because of infection risks, didn't want to jeopardize the mission.
So...
I'm really happy for you. Both of you.
Thanks, Shepard.
Appreciate it. Guess it helps to have something to come back to.
What do you mean to come back to? This is just a fling, Bakarian. I'm using you for your body.
You're so mean. And I'm okay with that.
Secret number 7. If you romance Kelly Chambers in Mass Effect 2, you've made an interesting choice for sure, but if you do this, you can meet her again in Mass Effect 3. In 3, you can meet Kelly Chambers in the Citadel's refugee camp. She will explain why she can't rejoin you aboard the Normandy in wake of Mass Effect 2's endings and the trauma she experienced by the hand of the Collectors. You can convince her to change her identity however so Cerberus doesn't find her, and if you don't do this you will read about her death after the Cerberus attack on the Citadel. If you do, she'll be grateful for you saving her life. Secret number 8. Commander Shepard's biggest fan. In Mass Effect 1 you may come across an idiot named Conrad Verner. He seems harmless, he wants Shepard's validation and is seemingly a fan of the human Spectre. In 2 he can be found on Ilium dressed in fake N7 armour causing a nuisance at the bar, and you can deal with him however which way. In 3 he's just as dumb as ever. Giving Conrad the time of day consistently in Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3 does in the end pay off. If you miss one encounter he'll never show up again. This is with purpose though. Within almost every Conrad line somewhere is a fourth wall break, even if just subtly poking fun at either Mass Effect's mechanics or other RPGs. In short, Conrad Verner is Mass Effect's very own Maik the Liar.
Do you have any actual combat training? I'm saving the galaxy, Shepard. I don't have time for training. Don't you get it? You were a big jerk, but you saved the galaxy and showed other races that humans mattered. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
How did you get that arm?
Oh, they make some pretty convincing replicas these days, if you're willing to pay. Getting the whole getup was pretty expensive, but my wife was really supportive. She even paid for my shuttle fare off-world.
So, you just wander the galaxy, righting wrongs?
Hey, don't say it like that. I talk to people, you know? Ask them if they have big problems that only I can solve. You'd be surprised how many people are just waiting for someone to talk to them. Sometimes I poke through crates too, you know, for extra credits.
Number 9. Pigeons on the Citadel. The Citadel is a massive space station city far from Earth, and yet there are pigeons here. How is this possible? Thankfully, the VI Avina is here to explain.
The place feels familiar. The sounds, the smells. It's like being back on Earth.
The current decoration budget was approved by Ambassador Asoba, the human representative for Earth on the Citadel. Each species granted ambassadorial rights on the Citadel can apply for a slot on the decoration schedule to change the promenade and parks below. The only condition is that the proposed environmental features not be toxic to species living on the Citadel.
So apparently species represented in Citadel space can introduce certain native flora and fauna from their home planets to the Citadel space station, which strikes me as a little risky, but also somewhat weird. Humans don't even like pigeons all that much. Why would humanity introduce what's considered to be a pest species to the Citadel? Also, who's getting about on Earth gathering up pigeons to ship them across the galaxy to this place? At what point does that venture become a priority? Secret number 10. The legendary Refund Guy. In Mass Effect 1, you can see a man trying adamantly to obtain a refund. You can also find him in Mass Effect 2 attempting the same thing. And finally, in 3, you can intervene and either help him get his refund or discourage the refund. A whole 15 credits. He fought for 3 long years for 15 credits refund. It kind of reminds me of my dad. And that brings us to the end of today's video on 10 more Mass Effect secrets many players missed. So it's kind of a part 2, isn't it? Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. That would be super awesome. And of course, be sure to go ahead and hit subscribe to Decades, my new history channel, which you can find via a link in the description. And with any luck, I'll be seeing you all very soon with another video at some point, but until next time, take care and goodbye.